Danielo Mendes, a great and world famous dancer, choreographer, teacher based in the USA, Los Angeles, touring highly acclaimed shows around the world, teaching and dancing hip hop, freestyle, fusion, breaking, and all his intermix of dancing and techniques. Danielo, so nice to have you with us in Danza Conmigo TV. Thank you for your time, for taking a break off of your rehearsals and obligation to talk with us. So, Danny, you was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, then you moved to France at your 14, and we can say that you start your amazing journey to become the great dancer and artist you are today. After graduating yourself as a choreographer, you create one-man dance show. Tell us.
Well, the one-man dance show came by surprise. Basically, I started like teaching classes, and at the end of the year, with all the studio where I was working with, I had to do like a performance with the students. So to make something different and a little bit funnier for everybody to be on stage, I was like, why not put a little bit of type of acting or comedy and stuff. So I started working with few sound effects to add those little comedy stuff. It kind of worked, and then I started from there. So doing those little shows with my student, and then I kind of liked the idea, and then I kept adding more and more and more and more comedy and like sound effect and all those little stuff inside my shows in general. So this is how it started. Like, and it's about, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago.
Daniel, you opened your dance studio, Danielo Addicted, at your 21 years old in Monaco. Teaching more than 300 students. How come?
How come? Same thing. It was really big surprise. Basically, what happened is like when we did our first show, my first one-man show, I was with my best friend Sebastian, and we had like a sold-out theater. It was like 1,500 people there. And then we started having people asking us for classes and more, more and more classes. So we started like thinking about why not open it in a studio and then, and start having our own classes differently. So this is, all because of the one-man show. We had success with the one-man show. So people asked for classes. So we went from there. I was like, okay, let's try to open something. And yeah, and then we opened it. It was risky, but we're here now, so happy to do it. Happy I've done it.
And here's the best part. Personally, I think you are living your American dream. You brought the Danielo Addicted to the USA, and you magnified your artistic career in Los Angeles, collaborating with superstars and Hollywood celebrities as Lenny Kravitz, Chris Brown, Mick Jagger, Calvin Klein, Just Stones, and many others. How come such an experience?
How come? Once more, it's everything is a little bit crazy. I think it's not chance. It's not, it's just because I go for it and I really want to do stuff. I really want to go for it, in my life, and I want to get it. So basically, when I went to the US, I didn't know anybody. I didn't speak English. I was just okay. America is one of the biggest country. There's everything happening right there, especially in Los Angeles. So I was like, okay, let's just go. So I sold my car that I had in France. I gave back my apartment, and I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I told my best friend, you want to come? He's like, no, it's too dangerous. You're crazy. I'm like, okay, doesn't matter. So I got my ticket, and then 2 weeks after, I went to LA, and then I started working. It was hard for a year. I didn't have work. I was sleeping in like a hostel, and it was like 10 US dollar a night. It's super dirty and stuff because I was trying to save money and become something there. And then I met a producer. He's like, okay, you want to do a music video? You're not gonna be paid, but if you do good, we'll see. So I did a music video. It worked. He liked me, and then from there I started doing more and more and more and more and different artists. And it's a little bit like you go up the stairs like step by step. But yeah, and now I'm here, and then, I'm super happy. I'm grateful. I'm thankful, and yeah, I feel blessed.
Danielo, you own a unique style. You figured out an effervescent artist on dancing, and you consider yourself very dedicated and fearless ones. Tell us where your inspiration and such an strange come from. Describe us your work, please.
Well, there's a guy. His name is Michel Courtemanche. He's a Canadian artist. He was working a lot in the 70s. He was doing a lot of mime, all the miming stuff, all the comedy and then all those little things. So when I was kid, I had the VHS, like the big cassette for Christmas, and I was looking this cassette like for, I don't know, like every day, like twice a day, and I was crazy about this guy. He was so talented for me. And then on my side, I was doing dancing, and I was, kind of like the goofy guy at school. I was a little bit crazy, trying to be funny for everybody. So yeah, this guy inspired me a lot. And then I was dancing on my side, plus trying to be funny all the time. So I guess it's all this mixed. I'm always positive, super happy. I'm not worried about, like, let's say this way, like, like silly stuff. I really like try to take it easy and then just enjoy life. So that's really my main motivation is like be happy on what I'm doing, make a living of it, obviously, because we all want to do this. And then, when you have shows and you make people happy, by what you're doing, it's priceless.
Last question, Danny. Tell people where Danielo is situated today. Where are you going to? Your next project, personal dreams. How you see yourself in the future?
Okay, well, let's spend the week talking about this. No, well, right now, where I'm right now, so I'm on tour with BD actually. So I can say that I kind of reached my dream. I'm doing a world tour. I've been in 37 countries in about 2 years. I've met so many people. I've taught so many students workshops. I've performed in so many theater. I mean, it's just like I'm so thankful about it. Now, where am I going? That's the big question. Well, I have different projects. I'm working in Asia right now a lot. I go in Asia about 6 to 10 times a year. I have different projects opening like schools in Asia. I have projects for my one man dance show, like for a new one man dance show coming up. Plus a new show with BD coming next year. Is gonna be based on Alice in Wonderland, so it's gonna be a big project. So and then with myself, I have my mom that is sick lately. She has a cancer, final stage cancer, so it's pretty tough news to handle. So I try to match my work with my family. It's kind of hard because but yeah, basically I'm just trying to keep up the good work. Stay passionate. Like if I don't have passion anymore, I'll stop to do it. But so far, so good.